see into my eyes like open.
Beginning in China, 1330, the most destructive disease in history struck.
The bubonic plague spread violently through the region by rodents and fleas. Sometimes, rats would even board trading ships, making a huge leap in the spread.
It was more common for the disease to spread from flea bite than for someone to actually eat an infected animal. The disease would strike unexpectedly and randomly.
It was a cycle between the fleas being infected and its hosts dying. No one knew the filth they lived in was the cause.
Eventually, by 1346, the plague came to a rest in Europe.
The feudal system was once a strict and rigid government. However, with the plague came an influx of new circumstances and beliefs.
The overall authority of Europe had originally been the Church. Through King John's reluctant signing of the Magna Carta, lords and nobles were given more rights along with more authority than monarchs.
This revoked the monarch's ability to reign without any guidance, giving his former underlings the power to make decisions in their favor. The bubonic plague was named for the telltale lymphs that would appear on the body, commonly called buboes.
As you know, the bacteria resided in the bodies of fleas, which would in turn bite rats who lived in close quarters with humans.
Symptoms would appear 2 to 6 days after a bite. These symptoms included fever, chills, headache, and fatigue. It was difficult to diagnose due to its apparent similarity to other illnesses.
After a day or so, the buboes would appear. They were anywhere from 1 to 10 centimeters long and hot to touch. Tissue and muscle around them would blacken and decay, making movement in the region painful.
Throughout the 1300s, it was common for people to not bathe or change their clothes for months at a time, being a primary cause for the rapid spread.
Commoners not having any care for rats scurrying around their kitchens was also a contribution.
You there, filthy peasant. Why haven't you been in church lately, pray tell?
Do you not see the black spots all over my face?
'Tis but a flesh wound.
Are you unaware of the epidemic that has been stricken upon this great country?
What is that?
It's the deadly disease. The plague. The church has done nothing to stop it. They have done nothing to help us. As much as they have tried, they have failed.
Trick best step off. Pope out.
Religion had once been the greatest influence in all of Europe, yet this soon changed once prayers ceased being answered.
Families pleaded to God for their loved ones to win their battle with the plague. Although, when God didn't cure the sick, the once faithful Christians became skeptic.
The Europeans had gotten more results and answers to their questions when they were quarantined and visited alchemists instead of physicists.
During the entire course of the epidemic, millions upon millions were killed. In fact, the exact number is unknown.
The plague struck mercilessly and without discretion. From wealthy to poor, no one was spared.
It is predicted that 30 to 60% of the population was wiped out in large cities, and half of the total population in Europe was eradicated. As the plague washed out population by population, there was a higher demand for commoners to come to battle.
So in the end, serfs were able to demand larger amounts of money and rights, soon leading them to be able to leave their lord's manor and fend for themselves.
Thus moving up on the feudal system. Peasants recognized this, and to further their growth, they erupted in a fury of resentment, impatience, and intolerance.
Unfortunately for the peasants, it did not have a favorable outcome.
I never said we are, though I never been.
With no other answer, people came to the false conclusion that the Jews were to blame for the uprising of crucial death.
Jews were banished from Europe and other countries multiple times. Killing and torturing were as well a part of this.
Christians throughout the land were appalled since the Jews shared a God with them. They had even vowed to burn every Jew that came across them.
Hundreds of thousands were murdered unjustly.
Carry on, carry on, carry on.
Eventually, through the endless effects, negative and positive, a refreshed feudal system was created.
Now, with lords and ladies, monarchs, and common people all lived equally, the church was left being the lowest priority.
Then, serfs completely merged with the commoners, now non-existent and free men.
Talked about how our parents will die, all our neighbors and why.
Since the power of the church did not present a reliable form of protection. This made many people turn to the opportunities of science.
Many physicians gained much fame for miraculously curing patients.
People became more aware of the environmental effects of their health, including the consequences of alcohol, damp areas, and excessive heating.
The bubonic plague guided them to the discovery and further learning of airborne diseases.
No, you're sinking like a stone. Carry on. May your past be the sound of your feet upon the ground.
The booming success of medical cures brought a new interest in the pursuit of knowledge.
Otherly known as the Renaissance, this was a period of growth that led to the many progressions in art and science that are commonly used today.
Who's down on the floor? Close the door, hold the phones, show me how. No one's ever gonna stop us now.
I'm scared to lift it up. It's fine, I think.
Sister Rebecca. Excuse me. Dirty peasant that seems to be writhing in pain. Why, pray tell, have you not been in church lately?
Do you not see the spots all over my face?
The Pope just adds more
Black
smile.
circles.
Bells, you got some stuff in your face.
Brenda, get it off.
I can do this. Not here.
Yeah.
Okay, this is like legit what I look like when I wake up in the morning.